Welcome to our final day, day 5 of the Back to School video series. Today I want to focus on the importance of celebration. Before we celebrate though, I want to mention again how much work goes into developing executive functioning skills. So before you work on anything specifically, make sure your kiddo has their basics covered. That's enough sleep, water, nutrients, they're feeling safe, and that they're happy and enjoying themselves. We spend so much time learning these skills that if we can incorporate fun and moments of joy within that learning, that means we're going to be having more fun and more joy every day. We're going to look at celebration from all of our senses. When we're focused on a task or a big emotion, sometimes it's hard to notice new information. It's like when you tune the radio out at work. It's been on all day, but you don't remember anything the host said. You don't remember any specific songs that were played. I want to make sure that kids remember every time I praise them, and they remember when we celebrate big wins or little wins. I'm going to look at celebration from all of our senses. So when we're focused on a task or big emotion, sometimes it's hard to notice new information coming into our system. So it's like when you're at work and the radio is playing, but you just tune it out. You've been listening all day, but you can't remember anything the host said or which songs were played. I want to help to make sure that kids aren't tuning out the praise or tuning out any kind of celebration. So these are some ways that we can make sure that praise and that positive feedback is getting into their hearts and into their brains. Okay? So the first thing we're going to cover is sight. I want you to think back to your own life and think of a time where an adult lit up for you. That means they're smiling with their eyes and sharing their excitement to be with you. If you can create a moment where you light up for a kid, that can make all the difference. So when you're celebrating, remember to smile and light up. Remember to be excited about just all the things they're learning about school. The other part of sight I want to talk about is modeling. So we talked about modeling some earlier videos and how visual that is. Just make sure you remember you're modeling even when you're not trying to. So think of the ways that you celebrate in your day-to-day. That's what your kid is going to think are things to celebrate. So I strive to model gratefulness, kindness towards myself. Still working on that one, but if I could model that for a kid, how amazing would that be for that kid growing up their whole life, being able to show themselves kindness and modeling fun. I want that to be what kids expect in their day-to-day, is to be smiling, is to be grateful, is to have a positive experience with their own life. Next one is hearing. So descriptive praise. Letting your kid know what they are doing is awesome. The more you talk about exactly what you want, the more you're going to see it. So, and then for older kids, you can even let them know how their actions affect you. It's the difference between saying, good job, and hey, nice job putting the dirty dishes in the dishwasher right away. That put a big smile on my face when I got home from work. Which way do you think would be more motivating for your teen? Touch is the next sense. This one you really want to be listening to your child and what they're comfortable with, okay? So be sure to follow your child's lead on this one. High fives, hugs, hand on shoulder, like pat on the back. Those are the things that it's really hard to ignore. If you give someone a high five, even if it's one of those like eye roll, like whatever high fives, your kid knew that you're praising them. One way to do it, if your kid is not really into the whole touch thing or they just don't want to be that close to you, is wait to celebrate a win with them. So maybe you guys are about to watch a movie and they're cuddled up nice and tight in a blanket and they're getting positive input in their touch system. That's when you can talk about something awesome they did today, because they're still getting that positive experience from their touch system, which is aligned with what you're verbally telling them in their hearing systems. Okay. Movement. This is where some sports stars get it right. Sellies or touchdown dances, or any way to make a special moment even more memorable is to put your whole body into it. So be silly and be brave and do a happy dance with your little one over little things like you remembered your jacket. All right, woo, we can do our happy dance or whatever your happy dance is. And then also for those big things, having a dance party is not overrated when you pass a class or something huge. The last sense I want to talk about today is smell and taste. So people have celebrated over meals and food for centuries. Everything from anniversary dinners to birthday cakes, you name it, we celebrate with food. Um, when possible, make your mealtime special by using that comforting time together to talk about successes and examples of how family members kept working hard even when things got tough or overwhelming. Little wins really matter and they deserve to be celebrated. And meal times are a really awesome way to incorporate those little wins into your day to day. So that's a wrap on our back to school series. I've had a lot of fun making these videos. Thank you for joining me. Let me know your thoughts on the series, and if you'd like any other topics covered, leave a comment below. Also, feel free to comment your favorite way to celebrate with your family, because I just love hearing all of those. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jen Taubensee, an occupational therapist at AltaVie Integrated Family Health. To connect with me or learn more about services that can support your family, school, organization, or team thrive, check out www.altaviehealth.com.